Hello, this is Gimp Lesson Two. Just wanted to talk about selection tools, alpha channel, and setup of Gimp and some of the layer controls that we've got. For starters, when you're first starting with Gimp, you should make sure that you've got it in single windowed mode. At the moment, we're not in that mode. We've got three separate windows, and Gimp works a lot better if we put it into single window mode, which is click on Windows and then click on single window mode. Okay, there we have it. Okay, we've got all our tools over here. That's how we will activate the tools, by clicking on whichever tool that we want to use. There are other ways to go about that by using the tool menu up the top, but we don't need to use those. We can just click on any one of these that we want to use, rather than going through the menu items up the top. For example, I'll just open up an image. Where have I got them? Pictures, Gimp 7, Dumbledore. Double click. Okay, there's a picture of Dumbledore that I grabbed off the internet using Google Images. Over here, if you want to look over on the, I'll get rid of this thing here. Over here, I've got a layers toolbox or dialog box showing, and tool options. And by clicking on whichever one of those is the one that I am currently looking at. Down the bottom here, when we've got layers selected, we can see we have one layer, and that's our Dumbledore image. And if you go down the bottom here, you can see there's a few tools down the bottom here that work with layers. If you just hold the mouse over it for a little while, it'll pop up a dialog box and tell you what it's for. That is delete layer, the trash can. That's anchor, the floating layer, the little anchor icon. Duplicate layer is that one, and these two will make whichever layer you've got selected. When you've got multiple layers, make them go up or down, change the order of the layer. Just as an example, I'll use the duplicate layer, and you'll see at the moment there's only one layer, and there it is up there, and there it is here. But if I go down to this duplicate layer and click it, you now see this. I've got a duplicate layer. I can click it again and again and again and make as many duplicates as I want. And then if I want to get rid of some, then I just click on the trash can and we'll get rid of everything, but I'll leave two there. Okay, so we've got two layers. There's a way of to demonstrate putting a bit of a black and white and color photo together. I will show you one way of doing it. I can use one of these selection tools up here. So let's choose, hang on, I'll just maximize. Yep. I'll use this ellipse select tool. Click on that, activate it, and then drag with the mouse, fairly big, and then move it. Now I've selected whatever's inside that circle, and I could change that to black and white by going colors, colors, desaturate. And I can either desaturate brightness or luminosity. Hang on, I'll just cancel that. I've got the wrong layer selected. See, I've got that layer that I've selected at the moment is underneath, because it's at the bottom. I'm actually working on a layer that we can't see. The layer we can see is the top one, because it's sitting on top. Now I will go, I've selected the right layer, the top layer that we're looking at, and I will go down colors, desaturate, there we go, luminosity, lightness, sorry, or luminosity, two slightly different ways of going about it. Click OK, and then to get rid of this the marching ants or the selection that shows our selection, I'll go select none. and it just neatens it up, tidies it up a little bit. But there's probably this. I'll undo that for now. I'll go edit, undo. You can always, and I'll go edit, undo twice. Another way of going about this is we could use instead of using the ellipse, we could use the scissors, the intelligent scissors. And hang on, I'll just go select none, click on the scissors, and I could use the scissors very quickly to more accurately select out a part of the photo, and hit return key or the enter key, and it's just selected Dumbledore. Again, I'm going to go colors, desaturate, OK, and I'll go select none to get rid of the marching ants, and you can see the sort of effect we've got. That's all using just one layer. I will get rid of all that by just undoing it. Edit, undo, edit, undo. Now I'm going to demonstrate how we can use an alpha channel, which is when you add alpha channel, you're adding a transparency. If you didn't add an alpha channel, a layer wouldn't be transparent. Example, I'm clicking on the eraser, and as I rub, it's becoming just white. It's rubbing out whatever I'm moving the rubber over, but you can't see anything behind it because this layer has no transparency to it. What I might do is undo eraser, yep, and to give you an example of I've just turned off that second layer. To give you an example of how that's working, I'm going to now right click over here on that layer that we're using. I'm going to add alpha channel there, and now when I use the eraser, when you see that instead of the white, when you see that checkerboard at the back, you know that that's Gimp telling us that our layer is actually transparent. How that's going to work for us in this situation is, hang on, I'm just getting rid of that, what I've done there. I'm going to turn that layer back on. Hang on, I'm going to go down here. I'm going to make the top layer black and white. I'm going to make this whole top layer black and white by going colors, desaturate, OK, and I've added an alpha channel by right clicking and then adding an alpha channel. Now when I use the eraser, the color image of Dumbledore at the bottom there is going to start to shine through. First I'm just going to use the tool options here to make my brush a bit bigger. That's worth remembering, yeah, it's pretty big. Okay, now when I use the eraser, because the black and white image is has got an alpha channel added to it, we've got some transparency, and now our second layer is showing through with the eraser. I'm going to make the tool a bit bigger. I'll make it a little bit bigger yet. Yep. Okay. And just going over that. Okay. And that's about and then we can go back to layers. You can see that the top layer is black and white, the bottom layer is color, and we've erased part of the I'll turn off the, you can see that I've erased part of the black and white photo, and I'm letting this color shine through. And then we can go file, export, export as a Dumbledore JPEG, and export. Click export again. And so that's just the basic wrap up of, you've got to look at these down the bottom here, these icons here, what they can do, duplicate layers and move the order of the layers around, and using your tool options, layers button, and